Welcome to Full Throttle Vision. What is this, episode 15? I think it is episode 15. Super exciting. You know, you can see we got our glasses on today. Jersky, did you stare at the sun too much? Is that what happened? You were staring directly at the sun and watching the eclipse? Oh, he's sleeping over there is what he's doing. He's got his pit
No, we didn't even
vipers
go
on
outside.
today.
Yeah, we didn't even go outside. We stayed in the house while it went on. It got dark. We went out. We didn't let the dog out. Nothing, man. We didn't go outside.
So what's cool is you got to see the full eclipse because in Toledo, you guys got one pitch black. Like you guys had 100%.
Yeah.
We only had about 80%. So it never got dark here. It just got, what happened is it got hazy. It got real eerie and like in the sun in Florida, you go outside, it's always cooking on your skin. You went out there and
No,
it
it
wasn't
got
like that.
dark.
It was very nice.
All the street lights came on. All your lights in your garage. All your lights that were for the dark. Everything came on. It was that
Kind of
dark at
creepy,
like
huh?
right about 3:15, 3:20 in the afternoon. You got pitch dark. Yeah.
I figured, I said, we had the sun, the eclipse. I said, I was putting on a fun, I'm tired of wearing black, man. I'm tired of wearing, I said, this at the summer, I'm buying all floral shirts. And this is what you're going to get out of Full Throttle when we're at events. I'm not doing the whole wear black Harley Davidson guy anymore because you know what? It's not comfortable and it's hot as shit. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to start buying a bunch of these shirts, and you're going to get definitely a fun shirt summer from me here.
There you go. Yeah, when I went outside after it was over, I put my welding mask on to go out there and looked up and checked it out real quick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I said, you know what? Let's put our shades on, and then you pulled out those pit vipers. Those are pretty awesome. I like them. Now we had a plan for Marcus from Camp Easy Ride to come on today, and we were going to talk about all the things he's got going on. Number one, he's become a sponsor with the Florida Motorcycle Expo coming up. Super excited to have him on board. That's Marcus right there. If you know him, you know Marcus. He is a hoot. Jersky, we've stayed with him in Sturgis before, right?
Oh yeah, yep, at the Buffalo Chip. Yeah, we did.
At the Buffalo Chip, and he's actually grown with the Buffalo Chip. I think he handles all their camping needs now. And what's cool about Camp Easy Ride, it's like pulling up to a hotel. There's their logo right there. Simply arrive, party, drop, and repeat, and leave. There you go. I mean, you show up and there's a tent made. The tent has a bed, blankets, everything you need to survive in a tent. And if you've ever been to a motorcycle event, Jeremy, you go to Wetzel's. Where's the funnest place to be at at a motorcycle event?
The funnest place to be at a motorcycle
Yeah,
event.
the campgrounds. The campgrounds are
Oh
always
yeah, well
more fun
everything's the
everywhere else.
campground there. Like at Wetzel's, everything's the campground at the whole thing. Like everything's just a big giant campground where you go to Wetzel's and shit at. But yeah, if you had something like this there, it'd be real cool, man. Because you got to bring your own shit. If you got to ride your bike, you got to put your tent and everything on the back of your bike and strap it right there, or have somebody follow you in a car, in order with all your shit in it, your tent and all your stuff to cook out and everything. But yeah, they got it all set up, man. They got a
And
little
look at that,
pool.
right there. Oh, I was going to go back and read some of that stuff, John. There's, I mean, the pool's fun. You can see they got all the stuff that comes with it: outdoor rug, mirror, folding chairs. So you don't even have to think. And coffee. I thought that was one of the best things in the morning when you wake up. There is coffee ready to go. There's ice cold bottles of water. We went through many of those bottles of water, Jeremy. I know that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
there's a lounging area with couches under canopies, so you can get out of the sun and relax. You don't got to always sit in at or in your tent, and it's
We
nice,
played
man.
some
It's a nice.
card games. They have board games, they have Jenga. It's definitely a blast. And if you've ever wanted that camping experience without, bringing everything with you, Camp Easy Ride's the way to go. Look at this guy. I mean, he's right in front of his tent. There they are chilling. You got the teepee tents.
Yeah, they don't give you no chintzy beds either. They got nice big tall beds, man.
Yeah, going through these pictures, that's it. I mean, this is like, so you pull up and there you can see the rows and everybody's numbered, and you got your own little area. And it's really great to stay at Camp Easy Ride because you ride. Oh, look, there's Lori Joe
Yeah,
and
yeah.
myself. That was at Leesburg right there. We were. staying at Leesburg, which is coming up at the end of the month. They got a Key West trip coming up now too, which Key West is awesome because they're right on one of the keys on the water. I mean, literally, I think I saw a picture where the light is. They put a rope light and it's on the water, and your tent's like right there. Like you could sit in your tent and fish if you wanted.
Oh, there's some old school
Oh, not
hammers right there.
alligators. Not alligators in salt water. This, you know what? There's very few in the salt water. That's for sure. It's everybody shows these, yeah, but very rare in Florida. I mean, I could see that other places. I don't see crocodiles. That's right, crocodiles in the salt water is what he's saying, and you're more worried about sharks than anything. And even then, whatever, they're more bothered worried about you than you are of them. That's one of my bucket lists is actually go to Key West and do the freshwater diving with the sharks where they feed them. Would you do that, Jeremy?
No.
He said, no. I would love to do that. I would love to go there because what it is you're in about, I don't know, 15 foot of water. It's crystal clear. They put the bait box down and then the sharks start swimming in. Usually there's a tiger shark, a bunch of reef sharks, white tips. They'll come in and they feed them. And that's my bucket
So,
list right there.
so
But
speaking
anyways, you
of
can see.
speaking of camping and Sturgis and everything, we got anybody to donate an open trailer yet?
Well, not donate. I think I'm going to buy an open trailer because I need it for a couple other things we got going on. So, but I'm trying to find. I'm worried about if a 5 foot's going to be enough for your bagger and my cholo to be on the same, rather than I need a 6 foot.
Yeah, but we could stagger them. Yeah, we could stagger them 5 and 6 feet wide by, I mean, to have like a nice 8 foot by 14 foot trailer or even 12 foot,
I don't think you can
10.
do
I mean,
8. Yeah. No, but I
yeah,
want to be an open trailer. I mean, I'd like an open trailer. I have an enclosed trailer. I'd like an open trailer just
it's
because.
lighter. It's lighter. It's
Yeah,
going to save on the wind going all the way up there and the gas and everything, and yeah,
and then
open trailer.
usually, and then if it does hail, then Jeremy will just go out there and lay on his bike and save it from, getting hailstormed on because if you know the story, I believe I've told it here before. Jeremy and I are traveling to Sturgis, and we're going right every time we go to Sturgis. It happens to be we hit this area in where was it? I don't even know
It
where,
was,
but
it was probably about 5 hours out because it was right before we went
yeah,
to the hotel that night. So yeah,
and it always we caught storms every year we go. We catch a storm there, and it started hailing, and he was going to jump out and lay on his bike because he didn't want the hail to hit it. And I said, that's going to knock you out, man. That's going to hurt. You can't lay on your bike. He's like, it's going to look like a golf ball when it's done. I said, who cares? You can't fix it. Yeah, you can't stop that. I said, you're going to lay on it. He's like, oh, it was too funny. We lost a plate that trip. We had a license plate on there that fell off. Well, that was a hell of a trip, but we made it. It was a good one. That's when we went
yeah.
riding, man. Did our best ride ever.
And we drove all the way back with no plate.
And then I was informed that most northern states don't need a plate for trailers. I was like, oh no shit, I didn't know that either. So just renewed the plates on all my stuff because my birthday is coming up. So I just renewed the bike and the truck. So trailer was just redone. I found that they were sending it to a wrong address. So that's stupid shit I'm talking about. I don't know why. Anyways, Camp Easy Ride. I am rambling today. That's you know what? It's the shirt. It's just got me rambling, man. I'm feeling loosey goosey, man. We got to get you a shirt, Jersey. Put that full throttle on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see, he sounds so excited for. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Well, I'm not into like the
Anyway,
crazy shirts like that. That's all you, man. Back in the day, it was OP. Remember Ocean Pacific?
oh
It
yeah,
was
that Ocean Pacific.
Pacific stuff. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so how about this one? Did you have the hypercolor shirts?
Hypercolor. We're talking
Do you
about.
remember they would change colors like when it got wet or sweaty or hot or cold? They would
Oh yeah.
change from the color changing shirts. Those were badass, man. I remember having those with my skids. I was
Skids and
rocking
cross colors and everything. Cross colors and
with my BK Knights. Pump up the shoes, go play basketball. Shit, you don't know.
Reebok pumps, British Knight starter jackets and
Starter
beanies.
jackets. Yeah,
Uh,
listen, I had that Ohio State starter jacket. That's how I got the nickname Dirty. That thing made a couple seasons in a row, and it was dirty, and they called me Dirty. So I got the nickname Dirty. I go by Chief Cupcake now, but that was what my brother tagged me as, and that's stuck. So I'm still Uncle Dirty to his kid, to his children. Uncle Dirty. Yeah, those starter
Right.
jackets were fun. Anyway, so Camp Easy Ride is awesome, and it's fun because you jump on the bike, you get to be a biker, and you get to still stay in the campground and live the experience, but not have to carry it all with you. Um, and that's what's great. You pull up. Let's see what this is. Simply arrive, party, drop, repeat, and leave, and that's it. You pull all your stuff off. You usually got to pay for the camping to get into the place, and then you got to pay for them, and then they handle everything else, and they've done food stuff, they've done burgers and dogs, and you got coffee, and there's games, and it's awesome, and they're at all the big events. They're at Bike Week, they're at Leesburg, they're at Sturgis, they're doing Key West, they do their own little trips here and there. You want to check it out. It's very affordable, very reasonable. Marcus is the guy who puts it all on. Awesome idea, and you can earn free lodging through them as well, by the way. So let's see. This is you want to earn free stay faster. How about a punch for each person you referred? Oh, so you refer people. Listen, Marcus has a great plan, and he's out there always promoting. He's going to be at the expo, the Florida Motorcycle Expo, not this weekend, but next weekend, and he's going to have one of the tents set up so you can come see it. And I believe we're working with him to give away a Key West trip that is valued at about $800, $799. So we're going to work on that with a form that you go fill out. You tag 3 people and go fill out the form, and you have a chance to win a trip to Key West and stay in their campground and all that fun stuff. So, Jersky, you just stayed on the East Coast. You were in Florida, not really for bike event and stuff like that. How was your trip down to Florida?
Well, it was nice, man. Nice, very, very warm, man. Very warm. 80s by
Yeah.
like 9 a.m. You know what I'm saying? In the 80s by 9:30, 10 o'clock. It was nice coming from here. When I left here, I had a beanie on and a hoodie and sweatpants on and my boots and everything, all dressed for like the winter. And got on the plane in Detroit and then got off like pulling up my pants, made the shorts on, take everything off. And yeah, it was it
Where
was
did
a
you end
good
up
time.
staying? You're on the East Coast, right? Where did you end up staying?
Stay in Nettles Island.
Nettles Island.
Yeah,
Well, that's pretty cool.
we flew into Fort Lauderdale and then come through West Palm into Nettles Island.
Did you get to check out some of the cool areas in West Palm and up the coast?
Oh yeah, man, we got to watch that. You pick a crab. We was doing crab racing with crab races
What?
and stuff. Yeah, yeah. At this place called what's it called? Conchi Joe's.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know
crab
that they did
racing.
crab races. That sounds kind of fun.
Oh yeah, it was. Let me see. We had the crab races. What else did we do? Went to a couple like outdoor like restaurant bars, like little tiki joints, and had drinks and stuff, and had food a couple nights here and there. It was a good time, man. Swam, did all
You're
kinds of swimming.
you're actually going. You stayed in the area that we're passing through for the Soaked and Sore Ass Run this year. We're starting up in Hudson, which is the West Coast. We're going to shoot across through. I want to say Ocala, but not that high up. And then we're going to the West Coast, down to Fort Lauderdale, around Okeechobee, and then back over to the East Coast and staying at stopping at Burt's Bear Black Widow Harley Davidson in Port Charlotte. A lot of people are giving me shit about it not being really a destination this year, but the ride is what it's all about this year. It's I'm over 400 miles, soaked in sore ash. You don't get your shirt patch and certificate till you finish the ride. It's a great one. Usually pretty good money because I based it on the money at the end based on how many poker hands. We usually get about 200 people, so we've had six, seven, $800 winners. Even last place comes up with 150, $200. So that is a good ride we do every year. It's going to be July 15th this year. I didn't pull anything up for that, but that's going to be
So
our Soares run.
last show we talked about it. Did you confirm all your stops? Did you get them all going? Did you get
Uh,
new ones?
No, I stuck with the stops. I just got to go see them. I talk to them and let them know we're coming. I don't usually charge them, but I found the stops I'm happy with, and I'm just going to call them and tell them that we're going to be stopping there. One of them isn't even a. It's like a pass by place, which is really cool because they're used to it. It's not really a restaurant. It's not really a bar. They don't have servers or waiters. You just have bartenders. And they said, you know what? We're open to having anybody come by. And I was like, okay, that's a place we're going to stop at. So, and then we also have a lot coming up here soon. I know I'm looking at my calendar, and we did Arcadia Bike Fest, which was good turnout. We had 30 something bikes in that bike show. Very good turnout. Super happy. Let's see. We had the Cantrells out there. I know you saw a picture. Lee Ray and them stopped out and helped, and had a good time in Arcadia. And then tomorrow, I am actually getting trophies right after this. We're packing up, and I am headed to Tallahassee, state capital. We're doing Tallahassee Bike Fest. Jersky, we got to talk to G. Do you remember when we did that about 2-3 weeks ago? We got to talk to G
Yeah.
from Tallahassee Bike
Yeah.
Fest. All right. So what happened was I pulled a quick snippet. I was going to get her, but I know G is super busy trying to get things together. So we're going to watch about a 5-minute clip here from when we did interview her, and we'll come right back after you guys watch this quick clip from G, who's putting on Tallahassee Bike Fest starting tomorrow. So what I thought about was an event coming up that I really like. It's a brand new bike fest in Florida, and it's called the Rally and Tally or Tally Bike Fest. And today we have G or Giovanna joining us to talk more about it. So there's G. Hey, G, how are you today?
Hey, how are you doing? Thanks for having me.
Good. Your audio is really good. I see you. You got a good audio in the car right there. So you're at Tallahassee Bike Fest. What did you say? This is year 3?
Yeah, this is year 3. We started in our first one in 22, so this will be the official number 3, and we just keep getting bigger and better.
The first year was interesting. It was down in the artistic area. What do you call that it was at? Because it was different.
Yeah, we had it in downtown Tallahassee called the Art District, Railroad Square. Yeah,
That
it
was
was
fun.
just
There was a lot of cool things there. It was, I'm happy to say we've been with you from the beginning doing bike shows, and we were at the first one, and then last year it was moved to that Appalachia Regional Park. Appalachia, is that what it is?
yeah, Appalachia Regional Park. Yeah, so we were lucky to partner with Visit Tallahassee and the county, and they provided that space for us. And we are going to be at the same space again for this year, next month.
That's awesome. And I noticed one thing about your show. Very woman empowered. Am I right about that?
100%. Although we, embrace all riders, we do have a focus on women riders. Myself being a woman rider, I just thought it'd be fun, to put a little ladies on the forefront because, women riders are increasing year over year. And I remember when we did demographic research at the beginning of this rally, we saw that it was almost 40% increase in women riders over the last 5-6 years. So I thought, why not?
You have higher, yeah. I'm about 30% of every uh dealership that puts on new classes has if there's 10, there's usually about 3 women in there. So which is awesome. More women riders. I think that's great. I think the advertising needs to change and bring that demographic in. And I think what you're doing is great. Tallahassee for us is about 3 hours away, but I think it's our state capital. How does our state capital not have a bike fest? I think it was wide open for you.
Yeah, and now we do. And the best part about it is not only is the capital of Florida, now have a rally, but I don't know if a lot of people know, but 40 minutes away is the motocross capital of the country in Cairo, Georgia. So we've been able to make that connection and bring in more of motocross and adventure riding as well. So I'm really excited about that new partnership moving forward. We'll have a little taste in 2024, and then moving into 2025, we're actually going to be doing a lot more with the motocross and adventure riding side.
Interesting. That's very cool.
Mhm.
Jeremy, do you
Yeah.
know who Twista is?
Yes, everybody knows who Twista is.
I was gonna say I didn't know who Twista was, and I asked
You
my
don't
Adrenaline
know
rush.
of course
what's song, Krista?
Adrenaline rush.
my
Adre-
daughter goes, "You know Twista," and she started playing some songs, and I'm like, "Oh yeah," but you have Twista playing an after party. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so like I said, we continue to grow and continue to learn, and we do surveys after every rally. And one of the big things that people asked for were night events. So I was like, well, I love to party. Why not throw an after party. Got to
Like with
talking,
Jesus to party?
started. Sorry.
No, it
Oh, you're
reminded me
taking a
of
sip.
a movie clip. You're fine.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, so got in contact with Twista. Let them know that part of the proceeds goes towards us helping Honor Flight Tallahassee, which is a veteran nonprofit. He was like, "Girl, I'm in," and I was like, "Yes." So I'm very excited about that. We have two well-known DJs in the region that will also be performing and presenting the music. So we have two areas: one outside, one inside. Different vibes in each area, so there's something for everyone. And then a little after midnight, Twister will come on stage and do his thing.
I love this, and I think you need to run with this idea and keep towards and bear with me on how I say this, because every bike week is every band is rock and roll. Every band is some, and doing something like Twista and bringing this younger demographic into this Tally Bike Fest, I think is key to this one. You know what I mean? You're not set with, Stormbringer, which I love, a band like Stormbringer, but every guy up there is over 70 years old and doing it. Or, don't do the norm. Bring this one to be a little different and a little younger, a little more hip. And I think that's great stuff. I'm super excited to be part of it. And again, I've told you time and time again since I met you the first time, anything you need from me, we're here to help. This was a little different. We never really go to a clip like this, Jeremy, for a long period of time. But I wanted to play that because G is excited about putting this event on, and it's fun to see the excitement that she's doing.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be pretty bomb. So when do you leave now? Today?
I'm
Tomorrow?
leaving tomorrow morning early. Only thing is we got storms rolling through, so I'll be driving in the rain. But I want to say she started it Thursday, so I'm going to get up there by noon to get set up. And then we got our bike shows Friday and Saturday. They're doing audio competition. There's a ton of vendors up there. The park is great. The sound competition by Redbeard Audio. That's his bike right there. He did the Iron Man bike. Pretty cool bike. Um, and then you get, of course, the Twista after party. So that is Saturday night. So Saturday night, with a couple DJs and stuff. That's going to be a lot of fun. You got the bike show. I think Danny was up there last year helping us out. There it is right there. We're doing one Friday, one Saturday. Everybody got their trophies right there. Last time I remember a pretty good show. So I'm not upset with and I think, again, it is a growing thing that they're doing. I don't know about the trail and adventure riding. I know she said they're going to gear towards that, which is different. Yeah, that bike was awesome. Yeah, Danny was
That's
up there
pretty.
last year. I think Danny's standing up tall right now. Oh, I'm just kidding. That was a short joke for Danny. It's a big bike though, too. Uh, we have fun with it. And I remember standing out there watching the show happening, and they had I forget who it was last year, but they had a rapper last year who showed up, and there was a bunch of people at the park, and it was a good time. I like what they're doing. It's definitely a different style than any other event out there, and it's drawing people. So
Where you staying at when you go there?
I haven't booked a room yet. Thanks for asking.
Last minute.
She,
Last minute.
last minute.
Last
Listen,
minute.
I've learned that last minute. It makes it more fun when you don't know really where you're going to stay. But they got a website, and there's like 5. Yes, it does, John. John says no, it does not. I love the last minuteness of it, because then it stresses you out and you find somewhere and it'll all work out. Or I'll sleep in a truck, one or the
There'll be
other.
a last minute shithole in a broom closet of a hotel, but it'll work. It'll work.
Listen, on their site, she has like 15 places to stay nearby, so I'm not that worried about it. There definitely could be. There's plenty of places to stay in Tallahassee. It's not far from, where it's at. If you go to their lodging, right
Is
there,
there
John, you
camping
can see.
there inside or anything, or no?
No camping. That was the thing, though. But you can look at this. I think there's
Okay.
enough places to stay nearby.
There was before today, so I'd give them a call and make sure there's something available left.
Yeah, I'll find something. I'm not
Because
worried about it.
You want the closest place. You don't want to go super far out, you know.
No, they're all 5, 6, 7, 8 miles away. So I mean, again, get up, get breakfast, get to the park, get packed up. Oh, they do have an RV park. 15 minutes away. Okay, so you can go camping. Yeah, 35, 45. Yeah, some of those campgrounds are far. I can't imagine there's good campgrounds right in Tallahassee. It's the capital. But outside, I can see that definitely some good campgrounds. So,
Take lots
and
of
then
take lots
I'm
of
going to take
pictures while
lots
you're
of pictures.
like shows what it looks like because not a lot of people are actually seeing pictures of it everywhere from every aspect of it yet. I mean, you got the site up and everything in the page, but take some photos, man. Show us what's going on, and we'll show them next time
I'll
we
do
get
some
on here.
videos too. I'll definitely get some videos to show everybody the park and the campground. See that right there, that event schedule? That's the only negative is you come in off of that dirt path that bike was on. So it is a little bit of gravel. Hopefully they pack it down, but the little bit of gravel you got to come in. Oh, there's daily stuff. This is awesome. Though the demo truck, Harley demo truck's going to be there, which is very cool. That's a big deal for her to have. Biker games. I mean, you can see that they got a lot going on. That's you got to have the area and space to do some of this stuff. You know,
Right,
Wade Jennings is
right.
playing.
No way.
Let's see.
Hey, what's the weather supposed to be like? You said something about rain tomorrow or today, or
There's a front coming through tomorrow, so that's during the day. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday look great. Actually, it's a nice little cold front. 70s during the day, 40s and 50s at night. So it should be nice.
oh, they got poker run, group rides, all kinds of stuff, man.
I'm telling you, she's put a lot of work into this. And some of these things that people don't realize, you have to have somebody handle. You know, they brought in us to do bike show and somebody else do the audio, but the poker runs, the stuff that they got planned, you need a team of people to make this stuff happen.
Yeah,
So
staff. There has to be a staff for sure.
yeah, ain't that the truth? I put on one expo at the same spots for 3 days, and I have to have a staff of people to make it happen. So and again, we're talking about Camp Easy Ride today. We're talking about Tallahassee Bike Fest starting tomorrow. And we'll talk about the expo that's next weekend, April 19th, 2021. Florida Motorcycle Expo.com. John, if you want to bring that up, I didn't send it to you. I'm sorry, but Florida Motorcycle Expo.com is our website. We got, Camp Easy Ride became a sponsor of the event. That's why we brought them on to talk them up and tell you the things they got going on. He's got a Key West Spring Fling, May 16th through the 20th for $7.99 per waterfront site, up to 2 occupants, so that's not bad. And they're going to be at the expo, probably giving away one of those trips too. So you definitely want to come check them out at the Florida Motorcycle Expo at Quaker Steak and Lube, April 19th to the 21st. Jersey, every day lately, we have sold probably 2 vendors for that. We are probably knocking on the door of over 100 vendors sold. And it just keeps coming every day. We're super excited. There it is. You got Highway to Hell playing Friday night, Kiss America Saturday night, Bobby Frisk and the Beards on Sunday, bike show on Sunday, bikini contest on Saturday, $100 an hour, Miss Full Throttle contest, tons of vendors, good food, Quaker Steak and Lube, and it's 100% free. Sponsored by Camp Easy Ride and Full Throttle and Attorney Fran Haas, 866 Law Fran, lawfran.com. You can see her ad right there. So she is one of our title sponsors of everything we do. 866 Law Fran, lawfran.com. Again, you get a car or motorcycle. Everybody ask me if it's just motorcycle. Car, motorcycle, truck, scooter, trike, unicycle, 18-wheeler, you name it. If it's got wheels and there's an accident and it's not your fault and you have insurance, call Fran. She will take care of you. I'm going to say one thing about Florida as well. They said something about 80% of the Florida drivers out there do not have insurance. John, in my ears, you can tell me if that's about true. I think it's about 80%, which means you have to have If you've never heard of what is, it's called underinsured or uninsured motorist. I know I'm talking crap and nobody wants to care about this stuff. Always carry It's going to make your policy go up. But God forbid somebody hits you and they don't have insurance, you can get covered and you can get some money and take care of your life. You got to carry I know it's a dumb thing to say. It's going to make your policy go up. Yes. Is it going to cost you more? Yes. Is it going to cover your ass if God forbid something happens? Yes. So those are your answers right there. Always carry 15.9% of the people have insurance. So there you go. So you want to make sure you carry a guys. And I know it sounds dumb. Even Ohio, Jeremy, attorneys, if somebody hits you and you don't have insurance and he don't have insurance, you're screwed.
I don't have insurance on anything. I own my bikes, my car, nothing.
Yes, you do.
You see me? No, I don't have any insurance. I don't. See these eyes? I can't party like this every weekend and still be able to afford car insurance or bike insurance. Okay.
Allegedly. Yeah, come on, man. There's people watching this. You get in trouble.
Hey,
Allegedly, he doesn't have insurance.
come up here and get me. You sons of bitches, come up here and get me.
So you know what's crazy? In Florida, you don't you don't have to have insurance on a motorcycle. Does that make sense? I mean, with all
You
these
would
blue
think
hairs
that
down
would
here,
be something you'd really want insurance on. You know what I'm saying?
you do not have to have insurance on a motorcycle here in the state of Florida. That's just ridiculous. Makes
Crazy.
no sense. All right, I think we've rambled enough. Jeremy, what do you got to get into this weekend? Are doing any bike rides?
I think I'm about to tear my bike apart and get into tearing my dad's bike apart this week. So, because we got next month coming up, man. You know, you got this is let me see, May starts everything. We got Circleville, Columbus Bike Week stuff going on there, and we got coming up Ohio Bike Week in Sandusky. We got that coming up. And then there's all kinds of shit that's going to start popping up. Boom, boom. The weather's going to get nice. There's going to be, you know, and I don't want my bike torn apart, you know. I'll ride the other one, but then the old lady won't be able to ride on that one because it's just, you know, one seat and no pegs on the cholo. So she's like, no,
Well,
I'll be leaving that.
we definitely want you to take pictures at these events, and because you know we're here in Florida doing events, and we always post pictures. We want to
Oh,
see Ohio events and stuff like that too.
so we came into Fort Lauderdale, and instead of driving through the early morning, we got a hotel in Fort Lauderdale the night before our flight went back, so we could take our car back in the morning and just be right there. About what, like, I don't know, like 8 miles from the actual airport. We got a hotel, so we pull up to this hotel, and there's food vendors in the parking lot. There's a bike night happening right in the parking lot next door to it.
Oh
Probably
no way!
200, 300 bikes just sitting there, bands, DJs, stuff, food vendors. It was just jumping. I said, well, check this out. We thought we just got to go sit in a hotel and go to bed. So we parked, we put all our stuff up. We went down there. We took pictures of a bunch of stuff, and it was pretty cool, man.
You just
It was
happen to
like
pull up next to a bike night. That's awesome.
right next to a bike night, man, right at the hotel, a red carpet in. One
Red carpet in.
diamond, one
I was
diamond.
gonna say that sounds
It
like one
wasn't
of
bad.
them.
It was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't no like a real bad red roof or what, Motel 6 or 8, you know, hotels, motels. Wasn't one of them
Holiday
things,
Inn.
but it was pretty nice though. It wasn't bad.
Now
I've
I
stayed
saw
worse.
something. I'm sure we've all stayed in worse places. Michigan has a bike fest. I think I just saw something about it. Do you know where that happens to be at or no?
I don't know anything about that at all about Michigan.
I don't either. I don't. I don't know if I'd go to a Michigan bike fest. You got to understand the Ohio Michigan. I don't know why I take it more, but I'm not a Michigan fan. You know,
They're
and a Michigan bike fest.
speaking of insurance, they're a no fault state. No fault insurance. No matter what
Oh yeah.
happens, you're on your own. You foot your own bill, insurance, no insurance. You pay your own shit no matter what happens.
Ugh,
It's a no fault place, so I don't really go there that often, you know.
no.
Even though I'm only
Believe it or
15
not,
minutes, I don't go there.
one of the when we were dealing with legal issues when Full Throttle was growing where it was, Michigan's the laws are very similar to California's laws in a lot of ways, which is very weird because California is about back asswards as it gets when it comes to the laws and everything. But the only other state that really kind of key was Michigan and California. Their laws kind of synced up. It was very weird. I was just happy to stay out of Michigan and do that. Sandusky, the second weekend is when? May something, right? 26th?
No, for Sandusky for Ohio Bike Week. Yep.
Yeah. All right. I may have to pop up there and see you. I like Sandusky. Get them bikes together so I know. See? Well, I am coming up in the end of July because we're going to go to Wetzel's if I get a trailer. I'm going to bring the bike up. We're going to Wetzel's, and then we're going to head over to Sturgis and do our bike show over in Sturgis and then come back. So that's going to be a hell of a probably 2-week trip for me. 2 days up, a couple days in Ohio, a couple days at Wetzel's, a couple days in Sturgis, then a couple days back.
If you have the
Sounds
choice
exciting.
to have your own bike at things, it's always nice to have your own bike. That's why I was asking, because you want to have your own bike and your own bike photos and pictures when you're there at Sturgis, you know, and at Wetzel's and stuff too. I mean, of course you can ride mine, but it's always like when I go there, I would have wished like a lot of times before, like I had my own shit, you know. But it's nice that other people let me
Absolutely.
use and that's cool too. But it's always nice to have your own, your own bike.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Listen, if I'm going to make the trip and I'll be gone 2 weeks, I'm just going to bring my bike and bring all my shit and do it that way. So, all right, man,
There you go.
Jersky, thank you for coming on today. We appreciate it. Don't forget this weekend we have Tallahassee Bike Fest. Full Throttle Magazine is going to be out there doing a bike show. Next weekend is a Florida Motorcycle Expo sponsored by Camp Easy Ride and attorney Fran Hosh at Quaker Steak and Lube. That is the 19th to the 21st. And we got a lot more planned after that, but that's what we're talking about today. Thanks, Jeremy, for coming on. Thanks, Camp Easy Ride, for sending a bunch of stuff to talk about. Thank you, attorney Fran Hosh. And that's it. I think we'll call it a day. Thanks for episode 15. We're having a great time here with this. Hope you guys are watching. If you are watching, make sure you like us on our YouTube page. Go like and follow and share. You can either watch us on Facebook, on our website, or we host us on YouTube. Please like our page, like, follow, and share, and suggest it to your friends. Jeremy, anything else to say? Back. All right, everybody. Have a good day.